I think my host family was like, why does she just have a bag of pills? Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Montana and I was an exchange student in Germany, but now I just study German at the University of Virginia. And today I have a video for you guys on some more German culture shocks. I know I made a video in the past about German culture shocks that I experienced as an American teen living in Germany, but I've got a few more for you guys. I'm excited to share these things with you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. So the first one that I had that was kind of a culture shock was how much German teens and young people in Germany like to cuss. I know that in the US people cuss a lot and use bad words, but not as much as German teens, which was funny because they cuss with English words, English cuss words. And somebody commented this on another video in the comments. They said that a lot of German teens learn English through media and TV and shows and mostly music. And so there are a lot of cuss words in music and in songs, especially rap songs from the United States, even from Great Britain. I think that there are a lot of cuss words in British rap. It was just funny because my German friends would cuss a lot more than I was used to with my American friends, and it wasn't something that I really minded, but it was just funny at first because I was like, oh wow, they're using some really strong cuss words. But the American cuss words just don't have the same connotation in Germany. So like the F word, it's used kind of a lot. For example, if you drop something or you hit something, I would hear my friends say that word. But in the United States, you probably wouldn't use that as much. And so that was my first culture shock. My second culture shock that I honestly miss, and I thought about this the other day as I was driving, is that Germany is just so clean. I live in Richmond, Virginia, and I was driving to work and I looked on the side of the road, like the little green strips of land and green median, and there was just so much trash and litter, and it just made me think about how clean the cities, and not all cities, obviously there's going to be some areas that aren't as clean as others, but in general Germany as a whole was just so much cleaner on the roads, and in the bigger cities you wouldn't see as much trash as you would see in US cities, and that was a shock for me. I wasn't expecting that. I said in one of my previous videos also roadkill, so dead animals on the road are picked up very fast in Germany. You barely see roadkill, and trash and litter, it's a very, very heavy fine. And I think in general just the German mindset is so much more sustainable and so much more environmentally conscious that people don't litter as much, and you just don't see that out. So it's really nice. Germany is a great place to travel. Not just streets, I mean in subway cars or metros, in buses, public transportation, you just don't see as much trash. So my next one that is definitely a culture shock tip if you are traveling to Germany is Germans, and this is more Europe in general, but definitely in Germany, they use cash and coins so much more than we do in the United States. Since the euro, there are euro coins that are worth $1 and $2. Those are used very, very often. I actually had to get a new wallet. My host mom gave it to me for Christmas that had a little coin pouch in it for those euro coins. People don't use coins as much at all in the United States because ours are only worth up to 25 cents, and then you need 4 quarters to make $1. So it's just maybe it's just because Americans are lazy, but we don't use cash as much either, because now people just always carry around a credit card or a debit card. Even now people are just paying on their phones. I think they use Apple Pay a lot. A lot of places that are more local, so if you go to kind of a festival or a craft fair or anything that's not a legitimate hard store, they'll have some sort of online payment, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, which is where you can just transfer your money. So this next culture shock that I have is really, really crazy as an American, and that's how Germany disperses medicine. They have apothekas, which are apothecaries or drugstores, but there is only the apotheka. There's no CVS or Walgreens or a pharmacy in a supermarket. You have to go to these stores, and it's much harder to get medicine even if it's just a basic painkiller like ibuprofen or Advil or Tylenol. It's so weird to me because in the United States, we just go to the grocery store, like a Kroger or a Food Lion or something, and you're looking for food and then you think, oh, I need some Advil, and you can just go grab it, or allergy medicine. And in Germany, it's a lot harder to do that. You kind of have to have a better reason and tell them why you're getting the medicine. It's much more controlled than in the United States, and you have to go to these Apotheker stores. I'll put a little photo of the logo of it. Our program director for CBYX, which was the exchange program I did, she told us to bring not like hard drugs, but she told us to bring our medications with us to Germany. So I brought this bag. Oh my gosh. I brought this plastic Ziploc bag of just like pills, and it looked so sketchy and bad, but it was just all of my medication because in Germany it's harder to get those pills, and I needed it for just cramps, or for, I had allergy medicine, I had things like that. So our program director did tell us to do that, and I did, but I think my host family was like, why does she just have a bag of pills? I think my host family was like, why does she just have a bag of pills? When you go to a grocery store in Germany, you have to be prepared because those cash register people and the checkout scanners are literally so fast. I don't know why they do it so fast, but this is them. They go and then they have the handout for you to put the money in it. I kid you not, it takes 2 seconds. Like, by the time I've put my items on the checkout line, they're already gone and I'm supposed to pay. So that's something you need to make note of, and it's especially in stores like Aldi and Lidl, but even other actual supermarkets like Edeka, Rewe, even Kaufland. Like, every single place in Germany, they just scan items and check them out so fast, and it made me so overwhelmed and stressed, but that is something you should be prepared for. This next culture shock is so true for Americans, but I think it's just because Americans are really dumb and they just don't realize things. Okay, I'm dumb too because I did not realize this either. Americans have this conception of the Autobahn that in Germany you can just drive as fast as you want wherever you want, and it's not like that. The Autobahn has these strips of speed limits, and I actually learned today that, oh, what is it? Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzungen, yeah, Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzungen. But I feel like that is super duper long. Google Translate also says tempo limit, but that just sounds like a piano, or like, I don't know. I don't know if anyone actually uses tempo limit. If you're German, please let me know if you use the word tempo limit or if you say Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzungen. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It was a culture shock because I did think that the Autobahn was just a really long highway in Germany that you can go as fast as you want on, but that's not true, guys. There are speed limits, there are sections that you cannot go as fast as you want. There's a lot more regulation to it than most Americans think. The Autobahn is not one road, it's a bunch of roads, so that's another thing that I was not keen on. My last culture shock is very hard to explain, but it's basically the style of Germans and of Europe in general is so different than what I was expecting. I had no clue what to pack or what to wear, but as soon as I got there, I wanted to throw my wardrobe and all my clothes out the door and buy new ones, because it's just so much more modern and clean and simple, and everyone's so much more fashionable. Kind of crazy phenomenon that I've picked up on is that it's really hard for me to dress like a German or dress European here in the United States, because I just naturally pick out outfits that look more like my peers and what everyone here wears. So when I was in Germany, it became much more easy to pick up on the clothes that people wear and the trends and how people dress, because I would go to school and look around at my peers and I didn't want to stick out really. But Germans really do not wear that many colors. I brought way too many colorful things to Germany, when in reality I would look around in the classroom and everyone was wearing either white, black, navy blue or maybe red or something. In the winter time, lots of scarves, things like that. So I just wasn't expecting how nice everybody dresses and how put together everyone looks, because activewear is not a big thing in Germany. You use activewear to work out, and then otherwise you're not really gonna wear leggings too much. In high school in the United States, I would wear leggings and a big t-shirt every day, and it was never really a problem. That's not true. I would dress up. I would dress up more than that. But I could wear leggings and a t-shirt to school every day, and that would be totally normal. I know girls who did that. So that was definitely a culture shock as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned some new culture shocks about Germany versus the United States. I am super duper excited to go back to Germany in August, and I will surely be filming lots and lots of videos there. Thanks so much for watching. Bleib gesund und tschüss!